Welcome, everyone. We're so excited to have you for our Flowcode for the Holidays webinar. I'm joined by my co-host, Alex, who
Hey
helps,
everybody.
yeah, he helps me on the growth team, and he does a lot of content marketing stuff. So very excited to have you. We're going to be going over how you can implement Flowcode this holiday season. If you have any questions throughout the webinar, feel free to ask. We do have that Q&A box, so put any questions that you have in there. Also in the chat if you want to interact. We'll be having a little interactive session at the end where we can help you with your business and how you can implement Flowcode to the best capacity. So without further ado, I will share my screen as we walk through a little presentation. Can everyone see this? Or Alex, I guess, can you see this?
I can.
You got it. Perfect. All right. So as I mentioned, me and Alex will be running through this. But the other agenda items are just walking through custom codes, what you have access to this holiday season, connecting with customers, activating in real life, and then that interactive feedback session that I talked about. So first, custom codes. Starting out, over 4 in 10 people, or 42% of people, would actively improve their purchasing if QR codes became commonplace across hybrid retail models. So even if you're not in the retail industry, knowing that people want to engage with them and you can really increase revenue by using them in your business practices. So we'll go over where to put flow codes. That's one of the biggest things that people ask when they're trying to implement it and think of how to use it in their businesses, companies, and just every day. So one thing to think about is gift wrapping, especially for the holidays. You can add it on the actual wrapping paper in thank you slips if you want to slide those into the boxes or bags that you're providing customers, on stickers if you want to hand out stickers outside of your store, your office. Those are a great way to get people excited and increase brand recognition. And then also gift tags if you're putting tags on certain products or want to include them in services. Just things to think about as you're trying to expand, again, that brand recognition. Direct mail, always a winner if you want to include these beautiful holiday codes that we include in every plan. You can access them right in the pre-made template section. And then also, of course, calling out our Pro and Pro Plus plans that have access to custom codes. So you can request things that are aligned with your brand, submit brand guidelines, logos, and any other assets that you have. Next, moving on to storefronts. Window displays are a big, big thing around the holidays. So adding these to those, putting calls to action, scan education around them so people know to engage with them. You don't want to spend all this money on those storefronts and have it not be effective or people don't have anything to engage with. You can really make it an interactive experience. Next, front desk and checkout. Just having a table tent or a sign there to have people interact. Maybe they can check out online just to make things faster and not have to wait in lines. Takeout packaging. Takeout is big around the holidays, so maybe adding a QR code there. Handouts or flyers if you have people outside of your store and trying to bring in traffic. Receipts are a great place to put QR codes because people can scan it to leave a review or things like that. And it's part of just that everyday commonplace interaction that you wouldn't normally think of including QR codes in. Signage outside the office or the store, so using A-frames or other signage to, again, increase foot traffic. And then last but not least, holiday cards are a big one. Everyone's sending them out. So again, make that interactive experience by including a QR code on those and a beautifully designed one at that.
Couldn't agree more, Corinne.
Yeah,
When it,
my
when it comes
family,
down,
what?
and just when it comes down to what to use your flow codes for, we find that people that use a flow code compared to like a standard, boring black and white QR code actually get 18% more scans. So whenever you're having a situation where you can interact with a customer, adding a flow code is a great way to get engagement. And across the board, we find whether you're a small business, coffee shop, or a restaurant, or a marketing firm, Flowcodes can be great for one, inspiring positive reviews. Reviews can be really important for your business. You want to make sure you have 5-star reviews on Google, Yelp, TripAdvisor. That's how you build trust and validation with your customers. So Flowcodes are a great way to send people instantly to your review page. They're also great for RSVPing for events. People don't want to type in URLs anymore. It's a lot of typing, it's a lot of clicking. Why not just scan exactly to an event page and get instant connection with your guests? Encouraging customers to sign up for your newsletter. Today, the name of the game is really content collection. That's how you're communicating with your audience. And using a flow code is a great way for someone to just open their phone, scan, and connect directly to your newsletter. Ensuring a fast and seamless shopping experience with contactless checkout or payments. Again, if you're a small business, you're running campaigns for the holidays, maybe you want to send people to your product pages. Flow codes are a great way to instantly connect people to your shop. Simply entering the exact URL of your product into your building a code experience on Flowcode can rapidly connect someone to an experience where they can shop on the fly. Create interactive experiences, display store or office hours and other operating information. Once again, it's all about rapid connection. And right now, I think, especially in the holidays, we want to give consumers the opportunity to quickly and seamlessly connect with anything they want to figure out about your store, your business, and anything else around the sun.
And going off of that, just providing customers and even clients, guests with the opportunity to interact with your brand at different touch points, I think is really powerful, especially around the holidays. You want to drive actions, and sometimes sending people to your website is a little bit overwhelming. I know when I go to a website, there are a bunch of different tabs and drop downs and everything. So having a flow page is really a great way to have 5 or 6 links or showcase different aspects of your brand. So, how to leverage flow page. We really, really want to emphasize that the content can be planned by you, and these actions are what you hope to drive as a business. So one of the biggest things is event schedule and signups or registrations. So if you are running certain in real life events or want people to sign up for online events, you could easily have people register right here. All you have to do is link out that registration page, and then people can seamlessly sign up. We also like to say you can promote your discounts or sales with our product and with our product widget. So you can add in images, descriptions of your products or services even, and show the little discount that they're getting, whether it's 50%, 20%, whatever, but really highlighting those products or even products that might be sold out, services that might be available at the end of the season. Also, donations are a big one for the holidays, driving those and digitizing that gift drive if you're looking to inspire the season of giving. Next, highlight reels or videos. As you can see here on the right, there is a sizzle reel for this beauty brand. Just really showcasing your brand in all the ways possible and trying to engage your customers and guests as much as possible. As mentioned, as Alex mentioned, CRM is a big one. So sweepstakes, giveaways, or any chance to win a prize is a great driver to collect that or like that contact information. So here in the middle, you can see enter a holiday giveaway. That's a great way to inspire people. All right, I want to win that trip to Florida. So I'm going to enter my name, email, phone number, and then you can easily retarget them, whether it's downloading that contact sheet or integrating with your own, which we'll talk about a little bit later. Gift guides are also big around the holidays, whether it's showcasing your own products in a gift guide and who you can give them to, or it's showcasing other people's and inspiring consumers on what they could be getting for their loved ones. And then, as I
Yeah.
mentioned, products or services, social media are also a big one. Growing that following and increasing that customer base. I know, Alex, as a marketer, you're very familiar with that too.
Definitely. And I saw just a few more people joined right now, and we're talking about Flow Page, which is Flowcode's mobile landing page. basically like a mini website that you can
Mhm.
add to your social profiles, to your any bio links that allow people to instantly connect to a page that you can really customize to your heart's desire. So, for example, these are all pages that we've made for clients where you can quickly connect people to your, payment apps, social profiles, CRM collection tool. And I mean, chances are you probably have a website for your business, but sometimes you want to have something that's a much more mobile friendly experience where you can quickly customize. And Flowpage is a great way to instantly connect people from the QR code, the Flowcode QR code that they scan to your Flow page, really making it like a great suite for rapid connection. Um, so
That's
going off of that, going into CRM collection, connecting with customers. Is there anything you wanted to add on that end?
I
Before,
was
Corinne,
gonna
sorry for
say
cutting you off.
thank you for connecting the dots because I get so used to Flow Page that I didn't explain it. So thank you, Alex. But yeah, it's really just a great way for you to create that website-esque landing page without needing to know HTML or coding. Very user friendly. You just drag and drop links and all that content that we were talking about. But CRM is one of those widgets. So I will pass it back over to you, Alex.
Yeah, yeah, of course. But yeah, I mean, right now, I think for any business, doesn't matter who you are. I mean, contact collection really is like instrumental to, how we communicate with our customers. Obviously, you want to build followings on your social profiles. Of course, you want to have high followers on Instagram, on Facebook. When it comes down to really communicating with your customers and having that drive sales and results for your business, it's all about, building your internal databases. And FlowPage is a phenomenal tool to quickly connect with all the CRM tools that you likely are using for your business, whether it's Salesforce, Zapier, HubSpot, Klaviyo, MailChimp. FlowPage makes it incredibly easy for customers to simply go onto your page, quickly enter, a form field for name, email, phone, and add and integrate to any of the CRM platforms that you're likely using for your business. Um, so yeah, just going into some of these bullet points, start building your client base for the new year. Obviously, holiday season is really big. It's a great time to communicate with shoppers. Just want to make sure that as you are making these sales, like you're also having other touch points or people to kind of fill in forms to kind of really kind of build that database. We see FlowPage used a lot for giveaways and sweepstakes. Of course, you can kind of connect people to your CRM tools, but also like FlowPage is a great way just to kind of get people to enter into sweepstakes, raffles, etc. Yeah, any other points you want to add on this end, Corinne, that I'm missing?
Yeah, I would say also just knowing that you can automate these things. It doesn't have to be a manual process. So you can download all this information right in the platform, but you can also, with these integrations, automate those follow-ups so you can instantly connect with your customers or even potential customers if they haven't bought one of your products and really start adding them to your marketing emails and your funnel just to make sure that you're nurturing them, especially around the holiday season, because you don't want them to sign up and then forget about you. So that automation takes out the stress of being on top of them and having to send them out individually.
Definitely, definitely. And we see, a lot of our customers, creators like you are really leveraging the power of Flowcode for instant connection to their website, to social profiles directly. But Flowpage is an area where we see a lot of opportunity for creators to really up the ante a bit and kind of create a hub, like a digital hub of all the links that matter most to you. So if you have any questions after this, you can definitely reach out to us directly, and we would love to help you set up your Flowpage account to make sure you're really maximizing, the amount of digital destinations you're connecting your users to.
Exactly. And I will take it over for activating in real life. That's what IRL stands for. And going into our print and template centers, which we do offer right in the platform itself. So really our biggest products are some seasonal posters, adding those into your store, into your office space, and maximizing the places that people can interact with them is one of the biggest things. So getting your codes out into the world where people can actively scan them is really important, and that's why we emphasize how great it is to have these in platform because you can easily click the code that you want and apply it to that print item. There are also stickers, so you can, again, as I mentioned, hand those out in the street, put them on communications, whether it's your mail or even just any of your bags, any of your packaging, gift wrap, as I mentioned, and even mugs. So it really does run the gamut on where you can put these things. Coasters are a great one. You can have those in your office if you have a space where you have guests coming to visit, if you want people to be able to take those with them. Again, just trying to figure out how you can maximize brand awareness. Window clings, as we talked about before, to create beautiful storefront displays. A-frames, so those you can see here are just little stands that you can set outside of your gift shop or your office, again, increasing traffic and awareness, and then flow tags, which we will get into next. And I will pass it over to Alex for that.
Yeah. So flow tag is essentially a mini flow code that you can attach to your mobile device. To, we've seen them on laptops, we've seen them on binders, we've seen them on a variety of surfaces. But it really is the fastest way that you can connect with people at your meeting. We see them either at networking events, conferences, or in your own stores. And we love them because it's a really rapid way for people to connect directly to your flow page. Um, so of course, if you want to start building, your pipeline in 2023, using a flow tag is like a rapid way to quickly connect people to the pages that matter most to you. Again, like I would say, a real like applicable use case for this is if you're attending conferences or events. Handing out business cards can be a, a lot of paper, and at times we find that flow tag not only is an eco-friendly option, but it's a great way to quickly share people with whether it's your social profiles, your emails, phone number, all can be quickly downloaded from your flow page. So it just is a much easier way to kind of show people the links that matter most to you.
And one thing I would add on that is there are so many holiday events that happen, I feel like, around the holidays. So being able to network on the go, you might not always have your business card on you, but you always have your phone. My brother put his on his wallet, actually. So he always has both of those things on him and can easily have people scan the flow tag or even tap it. Again, that brand awareness, you can create this cohesive feel from the tag to the page. And especially if you have some of your employees using them around the office or around your store, you can really have that in their face and have it be part of the experience rather than this black and white QR code that no one's really paying attention to. So we are located in Soho, New York, and there are a bunch of different places around here decorated for the holidays. So we took a walk around the block and took some pictures to show you some ideas on how they can elevate their experiences using Flowcode. So here we have a retail store. You can see that they have a beautiful window display, but there's not really anything that's engaging and drawing in a passerby. So we know that there is months of work that goes into designing these, and we don't want that to go to waste. You grab someone's attention and maybe you want to drive an actual action from that. So you can see here my beautiful artistry that I did. You can add a flow code window cling or even paint it on, like we've done spray paint QR codes, as long as nothing disrupts them. So maybe you want to do it on the inside of glass rather than the outside to ensure that the weather doesn't affect it. But having a CTA or a call to action there saying, scan for a discount in store, or scan to see some of the products that we have available, or scan to see outfit ideas, a lookbook for the holidays, just ideas to really, again, give consumers a reason why they should be coming in. And as you can see, there's a little stick figure there just to
And
say,
I love the detail of that
thank
drawing. I think you
you,
really
thank
nailed it.
you. I think I missed a mouth, but that's okay. The eyes were the most important part because I wanted to say it's eye level, people are gonna be engaging with it. You can't miss it right there. If it's all the way up in the
Couldn't agree
upper right
more.
corner, you won't be able to scan it. You won't be able to engage with it as much?
Definitely. Yeah,
Yeah.
and Flowcode just mean your store is open 24/7. I think when
Yeah.
people are walking by, obviously it doesn't matter if your store's closed.
Yep.
People can scan your code, go directly to your online shop, and always have a way to kind of engage with your storefront, with your
Yeah.
with your offering. So just a great way to kind of constantly engage with your customers in ways that previously weren't really possible.
Mm.
So it's a really powerful tool for all holiday activations.
Yeah, Alex, and that's a great point about being closed too. We have smart rules, which are another great feature of the platform, which allow you to automatically change the scan destination based on day of the week and time of day. So let's say your store is closed from 9 p.m. to 9 a.m. the next day. You can easily have it set to that online store to drive that action. Whereas during the day, it might be come on in and automatically use this discount. You can think about the different scan destinations that you want it to have and how you might be able to engage people the most at different points of the day and throughout the week. Next, we have a restaurant right around the corner from us. You can see they have a little holiday tree right there. But thinking about what they can do to drive traffic and increase sales. So I put a little banner here with a code on it. So obviously having that scan education and call to action, as we've mentioned countlessly, but it's really important again to show people why they should be scanning and engaging with your codes. So again, thinking about all the different materials that you can print on, a banner would be a great way to showcase that flow code, but it's not a permanent solution. So you could easily put it up here, see how the engagement's doing, and also move it throughout different points of the store or the storefront to see what also is helping with that engagement as well. Alex, do you have any other adds to this one?
No, I think you nailed it.
All right. Well, also just going back to like why and what you could use the code for, seamless takeout orders. Again, takeout is huge around the holidays, so inspiring people to order right then and there or to save it for later on when they want to order later in the day. Again, leaving reviews is a big one, as you touched on before. People, if they have a positive experience, leaving your store, they could scan it and automatically leave a review, boosting your average rating. So again, there are a multitude of ways that you can implement Flowcode. Going into hospitality, this is a hotel. So calling out ways in which you can use Flowcode outside of it. There are a multitude of ways you can use it inside, but again, that A-frame coming in handy right outside. There's plenty of traffic going by the front of this hotel, so maybe scanning to see all the amenities that it offers and all the ways in which you would have a great experience staying at this particular hotel. And then you can see I pointed to the bellhop cart. I think that would also be a great place to put these codes on, maybe scan for help, scan for assistance, scan for so many different offerings at this hotel, whether it's ordering room service, or maybe you could also have it scanned to a flow page where they could choose from all these options. So really thinking about how you can maximize those entry points and include codes at different touch points throughout your experience.
Exactly. Yeah, I just think, as we go through these examples, maybe these don't exactly apply to you, but I think it's really important to just think about in your own brand, your own day-to-day business, what are the areas where you are interacting with customers at high levels, but there's no way to kind of track that engagement. And I think Flowcode is really the tool that we see brands getting success with, is because they're able to track offline engagement in the real world, where 85% of business is actually happening. It's not always going to be on shopping stores, online stores. It's really happening around us. So whether you're interacting with people at events, through like your mailer campaigns, any area where you're seeing a high amount of touch points, just think about what would be the difference if you added a flow code, like if you could actually track the engagement you're getting. So as we go through these examples, just think about in your own brand, like where those moments are and how you can kind of capitalize on them to kind of build your database of customers.
Exactly. Great addition, Alex. And then this is the last example we have, but I went to a nonprofit event recently, and throughout it, they were saying text this number and say what amount you want to donate. But kept thinking, how great would it be if they had a code here? Like move over that scan education and put a code front and center so you could easily scan it. Like what happens if I don't understand the directions correctly, or I'm lazy and I don't want to type in the number. Like, you could easily have this scan to a text message, which is one of our features on Flowcode, and have people send in the money just to, again, create that seamless experience for customers, because people are inherently lazy. They don't want to type in that URL. They don't want to type in that phone number or that email. So again, taking the hassle out of everything and making it as easy as possible. And then
Couldn't agree more.
interactive feedback. So we are running out of time. It is up. Thank you so much for joining us. But if you want to stick around, we are having an interactive feedback session. So you can raise your hand or type in the chat. Just if you want to explain your business and any questions that you might have, or ways in which you want help implementing Flowcode, Alex and I do work a lot with use cases and how other people are using it. Alex showcases a lot of people in our newsletter, so feel free to call out. It's hard, I know, in a webinar format. So in the chat, if you want to do that or raise your hand, you can also do that as well. And then here are just some flow codes in the wild to help give you some more ideas, whether it's on TV, on packaging, direct mailers, you can see window displays, and then someone even put it on tape. But no
Yeah,
pressure.
you can see a range of use cases throughout physical products. You like, billboards, campaigns. There really is no place you can't put a flow code.
Exactly. I think the Sirius XM one was at an event, like a car show. So again, really getting that CRM info at those shows. We know how important that is, and that's really one of the that's one of the big goals of those shows. And then also just being able to engage people there and give them informative information. But I don't
Definitely.
see anyone writing in the chat. So I guess we'll stop here. Thank you so much for participating. As a thank you, you can scan this flow code to enjoy a free 1-month trial of Flowcode Pro using the code Flowcodes 13 days. But you can also click that link on the flow page if you scan the code. You can also order a free flow tag on us as a thank you. Join our Facebook community to keep collaborating and connecting with each other. And then Alex, as I mentioned, does these creator spotlights. So you can submit that form for a chance to be featured. We send it in our newsletter and our blogs. So it's a good way to get your brand out there and let everyone know how you're using Flowcode. But thank
Sounds
you,
good.
everyone. Alex, do you have any final words?
No, thank you so much for letting me co-host with you in this webinar today, Corinne. I had a great time, and it was so lovely to interact with all of you.
Oh, great. Thank you so much for joining, Alex, and thank all of you for coming. We hope you have a great holiday season, and don't hesitate to reach out to us if you have any questions on how to implement Flowcode. Bye.
Bye.